You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.
Sheldon Primus.
Welcome to the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus, where we blend safety smarts with business brilliance and a pinch of Sheldon's signature wit. Whether you're a safety pro, a fresh-faced consultant, or just safety curious, get ready for a show that'll educate, entertain, and elevate your safety game. Let's dive into the art of consulting with your safety Sherpa himself, Sheldon Primus.
This episode is powered by Safety FM.
All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is for you, wherever you are in this wonderful globe. Welcome to the Safety Consultant Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Primus. It's the show where I teach you the business of being a safety consultant. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff on the show. Talk about OSHA compliance. Today we're going to talk a little OSHA, but not compliance. We talk about general EH&S stuff, and E for environmental, H for health, and S for safety if you are new to the show. If you are new and or listening and you have not hit that magical button that is going to have you become part of the show and know when I get alerted when I have a new episode, go ahead and hit that button, whatever it looks like to you. If it says subscribe or if it says follow, whatever it is. And statistically speaking, even though you may be listening to me for a long time, I could tell that not everyone that listens to me is hitting that magic button, whatever it says. The plus sign could be that button. Look around on whatever device it is you're listening and look for that thing. Plus sign, follow, like. No more than like. Well, I want you to like me. Everybody wants you to like me, right? I want to be liked. Do that thing, whatever it is, so that we could stay in touch and you guys can know when I'm doing, dropping a new episode. So that is the key. And so today, we're going to talk a little bit about OSHA's new Safety Champion program. And this is something that I'm going to give you the insight for as if you are the safety officer in the U.S. jurisdiction. That's the only one that counts. on the Safety Champion, but all you other people that are listening throughout the world, you count too, because this is going to give you kind of a nice little outline of what the U.S. is doing, and you can look for something in your jurisdiction that would mirror this, and the service that you would provide as a safety consultant can be similar to what I'm going to explain to those in the U.S. market. So go to your website, whatever, not while you're driving, right? We're not doing that, but whenever you get the opportunity, go to your jurisdiction's website and see if there's an equivalent program that you could help people get into. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So when we come back, that is going to be the crux of this episode.
We'll be back with more of Sheldon Primus and the Safety Consultant Show in just a moment.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at sheldon.coach.
We now return to the Safety Consultant Show. Once again, here's Sheldon Primus.
Well, thank you, JR. So let's get into this. I have decided to split this conversation up into 3 different episodes so that it'll be easier for you guys to really get a grasp of what this new OSHA Safety Champion program is. And as a background, I have mentioned in the past that whenever there is a Republican administration in the U.S., that typically they go into compliance assistance mode. And that is truly what we're seeing with this initiative. So with the new Safety Champion program, which they'll say as SCP, that SCP program is not the same as SHARP, which is Safety Health Achievement Recognition Program, nor is it a VPP program, which is Voluntary Protection Program. This one is separate, and it's new, so the initiative just came out earlier this year in first quarter of this year. So I'm trying to jump on it and be one of the first to get you guys introduced to it, because we want to make sure that you know the difference between the 3 first. Talk a little bit about the program. Next episode, we're going to really dive down a little deeper into it, and then the last episode we'll wrap it up. But right now, let's get you kind of oriented with what the SCP is. It is not like the Voluntary Protection Program or Safety and Health Achievement Recognition Program. All right. From here henceforth, here, let's make this official. All right, gang, we're about to have an official proclamation. So this is going to be my official proclamation from this point forward. We are going to go ahead and use the actual acronyms, and we're not going to use any of the really big terms anymore. All right, and it's just too much. You don't want to spend all that time having to say those big words. So that's it. I have just made our new proclamation. So that is it. We have now proclaimed that we're using acronyms. All right. So here we go. The VPP and the SHARP program, there are a couple different programs, right? VPP versus SHARP versus SCP, Safety Championship Program. I had to get that one out one more time. OSHA is truly trying to make sure that the SCP program, it's a voluntary cooperative program, and it's really to help the employer themselves develop and implement a robust safety and health program. So if they do that, OSHA will recognize them as being part of the SCP program initially. They'll check behind them with a special government employee, SGE. So the SGE will help that individual get mentored along the way. And they have 3 specific phases for this. Primary phase is going to be your steps of introductory, where you're going to do an analysis of where you are as a company. And then you're going to start creating your program, and that's going to be your intermediate stage, and then you're going to truly start doing all the things you said you're going to do for a robust safety and health program, and that's your advanced stage. So those are the 3 phases of the program, but everything's built around OSHA's 7 core elements of safety and health program, which is management leadership, worker participation, hazard identification and assessment, hazard prevention and control, education and training, program evaluation, and improvement. So you have to evaluate the program, improve it. And then lastly, communication and coordination with host employers, contract staffing agencies. Everybody's responsible for someone in the organization. Even though they're not your employee, you got to be responsible for any guests that are on your site. And that's the last component. So those 7 key components, those core elements, OSHA's been promoting for a while now in their safety and health management page. And it came from a white paper. They did years ago. So that's the program in a nutshell. What's supposed to be. And again, the SCP program is to truly work on those key points, those core elements, and get you through analysis first, the initial stage, what they're calling introductory, and then move into practice. And then after you move into practice, then you're going into a full plan, do, check, act system, where you're going to do the act part of the plan, do, check, act system, which is part of the ISO International Organization for Standardization 45001. This is akin to getting you ready for that one. And also your voluntary protection programs, VPP. Dagnabbit, I keep doing that. I say I'm not going to do the full acronym, and then I just go ahead and just, instead of doing the acronym, I just spell everything out, say everything out. I can't. Just know, I don't want to do this whole jargon thing, but it's just easier than spell it all out each time. So that's what I'm trying not to do. But anyway, so the SCP, I'm trying, is going to give you that step-by-step guide with OSHA. And they're even going to give you a tracker that you could use. It's an Excel workbook, if you would, and you're going to be able to track what your activities are. Your SGE, when they're given to you, is going to guide you through that. So as you go through that tracker, that's going to show that you are not just doing slogans such as zero this, or we're safety champions in a slogan, but not actually doing it. So the tracker is to make sure that you are going to truly follow through. So compared with the SHARP program, SHARP is for small businesses, and you're going to use an on-site consultation program. And they're going to help you, mentor you through where you can have a safety and health achievement recognition program. And it's a little different than an SGE because you are using the on-site consultation program, which is going to be probably your local college that's going to have that. Those are usually the entities that'll have that. And there is a size restriction for this, for the SHARP program. So it's generally 250 or fewer on-site employees, or corporate-wide, less than 500. So that's your SHARP program. And they also want to make sure through that program that they're going to just make sure that you are going to keep up with everything, and the work site will receive that about to say exceptions, but it is an exemption from OSHA program inspections for up to 2 years, and you could renew that policy for up to 3 years, just as long as you keep being qualified. So that's the benefit for a SHARP program. So usually with the SHARP program, it's not building anything from scratch. It's really there's no part where it's the introductory. If you're ready for SHARP, you've gone through that stage already. So the people who are just trying to get their safety program going, you're not going to be eligible for that. Same with VPP. So the Voluntary Protection Program, VPP, there's no size on this one, and I got to tell you the truth. I used to think it was over 250. But I was looking through the compliance document on this, the CSP for it, and it's a compliance safety document, CSP 03-01-005, and that's your VPP program. And there's actually no size from this one, so I've been wrong for quite a while, and I'm going to do a public apology on that one, because I actually thought it was for larger companies. But again, the VPP and the SHARP program, they actually are recognizing mature organizations that have high-performing systems, especially the VPP people. They are now going to be truly exemplary in their safety and health, just activities that they do all together. What Safety Champions is doing is taking it a step prior to SHARP people or prior to VPP. So what you could use this for your organization is to let your people know that let's do what we can to start working towards and start getting some OSHA recognition. It is not going to exempt you like the other two programs from having any targeted inspections. However, it's something that you could infuse your safety program a little bit at a time, and OSHA wants to reward you for every step. And the SGE is going to go ahead and announce to OSHA and submit some paperwork that says, hey, this company's gone through the introductory stage, let's move them on. Or they've gone through this stage, let's move them on. So you're going to end up, you could do this by yourself. You could be where you, one-on-one, you could go ahead and get this thing done. Or you could have the SG help you along the way. So it's really up to you there to get that safety championship program going. There's no fixed time to complete any of these steps. So they lay out the guidelines for you, and it's self-guided. So when you're getting ready, it's self-guided. SHARP is a little bit more structured. You got the consultation program. You've got a cycle that you need to hit. So usually you're really not going to, you're going to be in that pre-SHARP phase for no more than 18 months. So at that point, there's a little timetable to it, where VPP now, it's a little heavier of a requirement because you could have the merit or the star position, and you have to get that within 2 years. And reapproval for that stuff, it's going to be between 3 and 5 years, depending. So it takes a while for you to actually get the VPP and the SHARP program. So it's very important that you guys, when you start it, you got to be ready. And if you're a safety champion, the next best thing to do is to get to that VPP level or get to that SHARP level, because you're almost there. Might as well, And OSHA actually encourages that. So that's what you're looking for. So I'm not going to go too much in depth with this because I really want you guys just to understand a little bit of the differences. And as we go into this journey over the next 3 episodes, or next 2 episodes after this, I'm going to break down the steps for you, including the steps and the core elements together. I'll help you with the translation of the tracker a little bit. But again, this is a podcast episode. I'm not going to really be able to go in depth with everything. So what I have done, and I am doing a Safety Champion Readiness Workshop. And this is a public-facing workshop that's going to be online. So I would encourage you to sign up for this one, because I am going to spend a lot of time, just truly 4 hours worth of time, breaking everything down. And this is going to be an event that you could use for recertification of whatever safety and health program you have. You're going to use this as contact hours. But April 21st, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time and going to 12:30 Pacific time. I gave that extra half hour for breaks and everything else so we could be honest with our contact hours. So that is going to be April 21st of 2026 for those of you listening to this in a few years later. How's the future? Hopefully we're doing good now. Hopefully you're a safety champion now. If not, I'll be able to help you. So anyway, those of you in the present, April 21st, you're going to go to OSHA.coach. So OSHA.coach, and you can register there. We've got 3 levels of entry. Right now we're at April 3rd. You could get the early bird ticket, which is open until April 11th. That's going to be $94 for the 4 hours, which is awesome. And I really want to price it lower so you guys will be able to take full advantage of the early bird and be able to get in there. You're going to have 14 days after the event for you to re-listen to different components and get your company ready. The single tickets, if you can't get that approval in enough time to attend this virtual event, the single ticket after the 11th of April is going to be $165. And again, you're going to have 14 days to replay and get this information and rewatch the videos. You're all going to get a workbook that I've created with a checklist and tools to help you with your Safety Champion readiness and get ready to hit all 3 stages. And for those of you that want even more help, I've created a VIP ticket, and that's going to be $297. And with that one, you're going to we're going to spend more time. So I'm going to set aside half hour of my time to work with you and to just get you prepared. We're going to also have extended replay for you guys. It's going to be 6 months, 180 days for you to kind of go back and listen to things and rewrite stuff. You're going to still get tools. You're going to get a tracker sheet. And if you need some extra help at the VPP level, you're going to get a 15% discount for me coming in person and doing you guys a nice little Safety Champion Readiness audit. So you could reserve that for the time you're ready to get to OSHA, and I'll do that audit for you, all right? So again, OSHA.coach, and you could see the Safety Champion Readiness Workshop. Sign up for it now and take advantage of the early bird session, okay? So again, this is episode 1 when I'm introducing you to the Safety Champion program. I'm kind of excited about this because truly it's going to help those people who, especially students of mine, that I've heard stories of you don't know how to get people interested into your safety program, and you got a losing battle. This might be a way for you to convince the higher ups that you could do this. You could start from scratch with nothing and get yourself a recognition from OSHA. They'll recognize you after you get to the introductory. They'll recognize you after you get to intermediate, and they'll recognize you as a safety champion after you get to advanced. So it's a good way for you to just guide your organization to quality safety and health, not just for the program, but again, this safety and health guidance is reducing risk. and therefore it's going to help where workers aren't going to get hurt. And that's the bottom line. So I'm grateful that OSHA's doing this stuff, and I'm committed to help everybody through this. That's why it just came out in March, and I'm doing an event in April, because I like this. I like what they're doing. All right, gang. So all together, we could do this. Go to OSHA.coach and sign up for the Safety Champion Readiness Workshop. Go get them.
That's a wrap for today's safety show. Remember, safety isn't just about hard hats and caution signs. It's about business smarts too. Thanks for joining us on the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus. Until next time, stay safe, stay savvy, and keep consulting like a boss. Go get 'em. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or broadcast are those of the host and its guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within the past hour, only examples. It should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the positions of the company. No part of this podcast or broadcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast or broadcast, Sheldon Primus.
This episode has been powered by Safety FM.
You got into the safety business because you wanted to protect people, but somewhere along the way, the job started controlling your time, your schedule, your priorities, even your income potential. What if the expertise you've built over the years in the field can give you something more? More freedom, more control, more ownership of your future. I'm Sheldon Primus, the author of 7 Steps to Starting a Profitable Safety Consulting Business and the host of the Safety Consultant Podcast, with more than 350 episodes helping safety professionals become consultants and grow their career. Consulting changed my life. In fact, I'm a full-time RVer, and one consulting contract paid for my home I live in today. Now, I help safety professionals build their own consulting practice through bi-weekly coaching calls, accountability, and personal guidance. But this program isn't for everyone. Start with the Consultant Readiness Audit at Sheldon.coach.
What if everything we thought we knew about safety was just interference? From the host of the Rated R Safety Show and the founder of Safety FM comes the complete signal transmission trilogy, now available in one powerful edition. Safety, in my opinion, the book that started the conversation. Safety Mutation, where the boundaries of culture, systems, and belief begin to break. And now, Safety Transmission, the final piece of the signal. For the first time, all 3 books are together in one volume. The Signal Transmission Trilogy, Complete Edition. This isn't just about compliance. It's about consciousness. It's about decoding the way we think, lead, and live, inside and outside the system. Whether you've been following the signal since the beginning or you're just now tuning in, this is the version to own. Search Signal Trilogy on Amazon or visit safetyfm.com to get your copy now.